Just a quick video on how to find the IP address and reset your print server to defaults on the Epson TM-T20IIIL receipt printer. Now, with the printer on, to find the IP address and network settings of your printer, you're going to see this little button here next to the network port. You can gently poke that with something pokey and hold it down for a couple seconds. And it'll print out a little ticket showing you the IP address and network settings of the printer. Now, if those network settings are not compatible with your network, you might want to reset the print server to factory defaults. So to do that, you're going to power off the print server, and then you're going to poke the little button on the back. While holding that down, you'll power the server back, or the printer back on, and it'll print out a little piece of paper letting you know that it's resetting to factory defaults. And after it does that, you can release the button. You'll see some blinking on the front, and it'll take a little bit of time here, but once it's done doing its default settings, it'll print out up here letting you know. And I'm just going to keep the footage going here so you see what that's like in real time. So it's done now. And when you reset the default settings, it's going to put the network settings to auto negotiate. So it's going to get an IP address from your router if it's plugged into your network. And it should eventually print out a little slip saying what your new IP is. Now if it doesn't, in this case it did, but if it doesn't, what you can do is just push the button on the back and have it print out another slip letting you know what your network settings are. So in my case, it's 192.168.2.114. So in the web browser, just zoom in here a little bit. Oof, not that much. In the web browser, you can type in that new IP address. And I've already done this before, so it remembers. It's going to ask for username and password. So username is just Epson, all lowercase. Whoops, my caps lock's on. EPSO. There we go. And the password is the serial number of your printer. So you'll look at the side label, and it'll be the serial number as written. I don't believe the serial number is on the network thing. So if this label's missing, what you might want to do is turn the printer off, hold down the paper feed button, turn it back on, and wait. And from there, it'll print a test page, which I believe should have the serial number on it. If it doesn't, well, then you're kind of out of luck. Yeah, there it is. So if your sticker's missing, you can also print a test page to get the serial number. And the serial number is typed in as is with the letters in all caps. And we're logged in. Now, once you're logged in, there are some things you can configure. If I didn't unplug the network cable, I moved it too much. It's being a little slow here. Oops. Yeah, I bumped the network cable. Alrighty. Why are we being difficult? There we go. Once you're logged in, though, you can go to configuration and you can change some of your settings. So you can go into like TCP/IP if you want to change the network address. So by default, it's an auto. If you want to set a specific IP address for your network, you can change it from auto to manual. Too hard to do in touchscreen. But you can change it from auto to manual, and then you can set it whatever you want. Like if you want it to be 123 instead of 114, you can do that. Or if you're setting this up for a different network, like you're configuring it for a customer, then you can change all the stuff. Once you change IP, you can just hit send. And then to verify if those changes stuck while the printer's on, you can hold down the little button on the back for a couple seconds till it prints out your little network information page. So hopefully that's helpful, and thanks for watching.